Over the last 14 years of LEGO Ninjago's history, they have released over 1,000 LEGO Ninjago minifigures. And some of these minifigures are fantastic, and some of them are not. But there are definitely minifigures that are completely forgot about and just don't receive the amount of love that they deserve. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about the 14 most overlooked LEGO Ninjago minifigures. If you enjoy, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below. My channel is the one-stop shop that you need here on YouTube for all of your LEGO Ninjago needs. So make sure to hit the subscribe button with that notification bell on so you do not miss when I upload. Also, don't forget to drop a comment. What LEGO Ninjago minifigures do you think are overlooked and forgotten about? With that being said, let's dive into today's video and talk about these forgotten minifigures. The first minifigures that I want to talk about today are going to be the Crystal Warriors from Season 16. Now, whether or not you actually like crystallized, I know that's probably a very small portion of people, these minifigures are absolutely fantastic. Visually, these things are stunning. The color scheme is second to none. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. That transparent hot pink all over these minifigures in some of those legs, the arms, the armor pieces, the back of the head, the weapons even. It's just fantastic. They are phenomenal, guys. And I think that these minifigures just simply didn't get hyped up. They didn't get the love that they deserve because Crystallized is such a hated season. If these were in any other season, I think they would have definitely been far more loved and far more recognized by the community. But these things are fantastic. If you don't have any of these in your collection, I highly recommend picking up maybe one or two. They're not going to be too expensive online. They're pretty cheap to pick up, but it'll give you an option or a chance to see how cool they are in person. That transparent pink color scheme is fantastic. I love the color pink. Maybe that's just me, but seriously, these things are very, very cool. And just, they get no hype. They get no excitement in the community with these minifigures, and it blows my mind because they're such a cool and unique design. Next up on the list, I have Princess Harumi from Season 8. This minifigure is fantastic. And I mean, this minifigure, I would say, gets a little bit of hype, but like recently, I've seen so much hype around casual Harumi, more than I've ever seen around Princess Harumi. This has one of the most beautifully designed capes that LEGO has ever released. I mean, fantastic design there on the cape. The hairpiece is great. The printing is great on this minifigure. It's got everything you need, and it's such a unique minifigure to the source material. I mean, she only has a little bit of screen time as the actual princess version of herself, and so getting such a unique and niche minifigure, especially in a main line of LEGO Ninjago, is a rare find. And I think that this minifigure is just a very, very cool one. Like, I love Harumi. She's definitely one of my favorite characters back from Season 8 and Season 9. And so I really love this minifigure. And I think a lot more people should be talking about this minifigure for sure. Next up on the list, we're getting into some ninja suits here. And it is the Forbidden Spinjitsu styled core suits. Now, obviously, core didn't get a lot of hype simply because of some of the sets.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
Yeah, some of those sets were really terrible. And I think that turned away a lot of Ninjago fans from really paying attention to how good some of these core minifigures were. And I mean, let's be real, some of the core sets are very, very good. But I want to talk about the Forbidden Spinjitsu styled core suits because these things are gorgeous. Visually very, very stunning minifigures, especially that Kai one. Oh my goodness, I love this Kai suit. I've got like 3 of this minifigure because it is just that good. But really, the Lloyd one is as well. And you know what? I'm going to say it. Those are some of the best gimmick sets that we've had in years. Those little spinners looked fantastic on display. But seriously, these suits are absolutely gorgeous. And if they would have been released in a really hyped wave, then a lot more people would be talking about them because they're just so cool. And unlike the Forbidden Spinjitsu suit line, where it kind of was forgotten about and dull, these really pop on the shelves, and they did that flaming hood style piece very vibrantly with these three minifigures, and they turned out far better than the originals. I love these suits. These are fantastic. They're super cheap online, guys. I highly recommend picking one up. If you're a Lloyd fan, go for Lloyd. Obviously, Kai or J fan, go for your favorite there. But please, go pick one of these up. They're so cheap, and you're not going to regret it. This is a great minifigure for the collection. Next up is another minifigure that just needs some love, guys, and it is the Ice Emperor Zayn. Obviously, once again, coming to you from a very hated season of LEGO Ninjago. Season 11, The Secrets of the Forbidden Spinjitsu. That is definitely what hurt this minifigure, because this is one of the most detailed and beautiful minifigures LEGO Ninjago has ever and will ever release. That white and transparent light blue icy combo is second to none and looks absolutely stunning on the shelf, on display. It is just a fantastic minifigure, and if you've seen the custom minifigure series, we've been using some of those parts a lot recently, but the helmet is just fantastic, a beautiful dual molded piece, and of course, that armor piece as well. Just a fantastic minifigure, just visually stunning. What an incredible design. Once again, if this was released in a really popular or favorite season, this minifigure would be on everybody's favorite list. But because it's been released in season 11, a season that most people really dislike, it makes it so that nobody really pays attention to this minifigure, unfortunately. I mean, this thing's only worth like 10 bucks, guys. Seriously, go pick one up if you don't have it. You're not going to regret picking this minifigure up. The next minifigure on the list, we're going all the way back to 2013 with this one. It is General Kosu from Season 2. Oh my goodness, is this one of the greatest minifigures Ninjago has released or what? Just a beautiful, beautiful minifigure. I remember at the time when this came out, I was just stunned with how gorgeous this minifigure was. The only other four-armed minifigure that we had received back then, of course, was Lord Garmadon. And so the upgrade from the just standard Lord Garmadon to this Kosu was absolutely mind-blowing. The detail on this minifigure was fantastic. I love the face print on this dude, but really that red and white and just a little bit of black color scheme is just so gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh man, this minifigure is gorgeous. Just looking at this thing, I had to put him in the thumbnail, guys, because just so visually appealing. The graphic designer did a great job when it came to making this minifigure. Man, hats off to this designer. But, like, nobody's talking about this dude, man. Nobody's talking about him online, and they should, because Kosu's minifigure is so freaking cool. Man, he's cool. If only he didn't come in one of the worst sets of all time. Next up, we're going to the Ninjago movie with this minifigure. It is the Pajama Garmadon Ninjago movie minifigure. And seriously, arm printing is a very rare thing to come across in the Ninjago space. It shouldn't be. It should be all over the place. But this one has that fantastic arm printing on all four of Garmadon's arms in this gorgeous, cute little Ninjago pajama suit. And I love this. It's got the little volcanoes on it. It's a really cool color scheme for Garmadon. It's totally different. It's not something you would ever think to receive with LEGO Ninjago. And I love it for that. It is just so different. It's so fun. And like, how is this minifigure not more hyped up than it is, guys? Come on. I remember getting my minifigure, my Pajama Garmadon, back in 2017. And I was like, yo, Pajama Garmadon. You know, I was going crazy. And, like, nobody talks about this guy. I mean, this is a very, very cool minifigure. Plus, you've got the arm printing on it. It's such a great inclusion from the Ninjago movie. Whether or not you like the Ninjago movie is besides the point. Once again, so many of the minifigures and sets that came out of the Ninjago movie were really good. And we're definitely going to be talking about a couple more on this list. Speaking of, the next minifigure on the list is from the Ninjago movie as well. And it is the Anglerfish. I remember getting the Anglerfish from the minifigure packets in 2017. It was the first one that I got, and I was not too happy. I wanted one of the ninja, and so at first I was like, oh no, just a random general. And then, you know, eventually I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This minifigure is awesome. And it really is, guys. I'm going to include both anglerfishes here, both the sandy green and the sandy blue. But these minifigures are really, really well done. I mean, to be fair, most of the Ninjago movie villain minifigures are very, very good. But this head mold is just so fantastic. I mean, look at that beautiful, beautiful headpiece there. You just don't see quality like that these days anymore. And I mean, I love getting unique minifigures. The Ninjago movie was fantastic for unique villain minifigures. And nowadays, we're so used to just getting one or two variants of a villain in a season, and it's just so underwhelming and boring. Go back to seasons like season 1 or the Ninjago movie, where you've got so many different variants of figures to get. You've got a huge selection to collect, and I absolutely love that. That's the whole point of collecting, is that you've got a big selection to work with. And so I love this minifigure. It is really, really visually stunning when you've got it there in person. I've got like 3 of the anglerfish, or 2 of the green one of the blue one. I just love these guys. Fantastic minifigures. Plus, let me just say, the weapon that came with the green anglerfish, so like mace ball on the end of the stick, that was so cool. That piece is so cool. So definitely a very cool minifigure here. Like, come on. Once again, the Ninjago movie is just so overlooked that nobody really pays attention to the minifigures. But come on, the villain minifigures from the Ninjago movie really, really carried. Next up here, guys, I've got the Crab General from the Ninjago movie as well. Once again, the same situation as the anglerfish. Love this guy. Very cool. I mean, come on. That crab helmet piece, if that was released in anything other than a Ninjago movie set wave, that would be known as one of the craziest, coolest villain pieces of all time. Having the crab helmet is just, I mean, look at that. The design that went into that is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. It is so good. It is so good. And just no one talks about this minifigure. Nobody talks about it because it's from the Ninjago movie. But if it was from season 5 or season 4 or Dragons Rising season 2, everybody's going to be talking about it. Everybody's going to love it. It's because it's from the Ninjago movie that nobody really even thinks about it. Nobody bats an eye at all. And it's crazy to me because it's such a good figure. It is so cool. I think I've got 2 or 3 of these in the collection as well, just because they're so fantastic. Guys, seriously, take a look online at some of these Ninjago movie minifigures. If you don't have any of the old Ninjago movie sets, I highly recommend it. Just look them up online, look them up on Bricklink or something. Find a couple of these minifigures for a few bucks. Order them in and enjoy. And enjoy them because they are awesome. Very, very cool. Next up is just, this is going to blow somebody's mind. Somebody in the back is going to be like, their mind blown. I got a civilian minifigure from Ninjago on this list. And it is the UniKitty Fan minifigure from the Ninjago movie. When I talk about quality into minifigures, this minifigure comes right to my mind. The dual molded pink and light blue hairpiece, fantastic. Great color scheme here. It's a fun minifigure. But when I talk about what I know Lego can do, this minifigure not only has side leg printing in the white and pink stripes on the bottom, but it also has double dual molded legs. It's got the white tops of the legs, and then on one leg it is light green, and the other leg is light blue. So we have here a minifigure with a double dual molded leg, side leg printing, with a dual molded gorgeous hairpiece. I mean, for a Lego fan, for a quality fan, somebody that's you know, interested in really cool, unique pieces, this takes the cake. How often can you say you could get a double dual molded leg from Lego Ninjago or Lego in general? I mean, those just don't happen. But a dual molded light green leg on one side, a dual molded light blue leg on the other side, plus the pink and white stripes, side leg printing. Wow. This has the quality that we know Lego can do. This is why I get so hard on Lego, guys. I know you can do it. If you can do this, you can do anything. But seriously, Such an underrated minifigure. And somebody in the back, their mind is blown right now. They're like, a civilian minifigure on here? Yeah, no, because this has a really high quality put into it. You can tell whoever designed this minifigure cared about their job, cared about what they were doing, and they really went all out for this minifigure. Very, very cool design. I mean, it's got to be cool to make this list. And once again, this minifigure is like $10, man. Nobody's talking about it because it's from the Ninjago movie. All right, and next up here is going to be the Possession Samurai X minifigure. And I think that this one really got overlooked and forgotten about simply because when Possession came out, everybody wanted to get the brand new Water Suit Nia minifigure. And let's be fair, this minifigure also kind of released with Season 4 as well with Nia in Tournament of Elements, except it had like dark gray armor there instead of the black, and I think the black armor looks quite a bit better. But since this minifigure had already released the year, or most of the minifigure, without the black armor, of course, released basically a couple months earlier, and with the brand new Water Suit Nia minifigure out, nobody really talked about this Possession Samurai X Suit Nia. But I really, really love this minifigure. First off, you get that fantastic mechanical face print on the back. And then this also is just such an accurate minifigure. This is definitely my favorite Samurai X minifigure. It just looks really, really cool. It's a great minifigure for display. I mean, it gives you a great Nia minifigure to play with as well. If you're a kid trying to play with a Samurai X, this is definitely the best Samurai X out there. Overall, I just think that this minifigure didn't get the hype or the love it deserved simply because, I mean, most of the minifigure was already released and everybody wanted their hands on the Water Suit Nia minifigure. But when I was thinking about and making this list, I was like, man, Possession Samurai X, nobody ever talks about that minifigure, but it is such a cool one. Next up on the list has to go to Natakanda Jin. Oh man, this has got to be one of the most accurate minifigures in LEGO Ninjago's history. Absolutely love this dude. You've got the pirate hook hand, that gorgeous dark green top half for his 4 arms, the cool ponytail braid piece at the top, very cool. The orange and red ghost tail bottom for him there. Oh my goodness, is that good? Oh my goodness, is that good? It really is. It's just a fantastic minifigure. And I mean, I know a lot of people like this minifigure, but there are so many other villains that people talk about all the time. I mean, like the Hands of Time, those guys are talked about all the time. Moro, of course. But this minifigure is just really, really good. And when I was doing a custom like a day ago, somebody used the ghost tail from Natakanda. I was like, man, that is a really good piece. And this is a really, really good minifigure. Just very, very solid. Face print underneath is fantastic as well. I mean, it's just exactly what you would have needed for Natakanda right out of Season 6. It's like they pulled him off the screen and put him into Lego form, and that's exactly what it should be like. I mean, sometimes the minifigures don't translate as well into minifigure form, even though, I mean, they should. They're from Lego Ninjago, but sometimes they aren't as cool as they appear in the TV show, but I think that this guy just turned out really, really good. Such a fantastic minifigure. We are down to just 3 spots left. 3 more spots for underrated Ninjago minifigures. And next up, I have to give it to a suit line for the Ninja that just nobody cares about. And it blows my mind that they don't. And it is the Dragon Master suits from Season 9. Woo! These are good suits. These are really good suits, and these would definitely be in people's favorites if they released in an actual season and not just a gimmick set. And while the gimmick set definitely was not the best, these suits are just absolutely stunning. I would have loved to have seen these actually appear in the show because I think that they're just that cool, especially that gold and white one for young Sensei Wu. But like Kai and Coles and Jay's, oh my goodness, do they look good or what? Zayn's is okay. Actually, I really like Zayn's outside of his face print. His face print kind of looks weird under there with the bright eyes, but the others are just fantastic minifigures, guys. Once again, I think that these just weren't hyped up or were not talked about simply because they didn't actually appear in the show. They were just a gimmick set minifigure, and nobody really cares about gimmick sets outside of Ninjago spinners. And I think, you know, of course, we already talked about the Forbidden Spinjitsu styled core suits, but I think that this suffered partly the same way, simply because it's just a gimmick set. It's not in the actual TV show. If this would have been like season 10 suits, everybody would have gone crazy for these because these are so dang cool. We are down to the final two places. In second place here, I've got Kabuki Nia. This is definitely one that people are just not talking about. And I mean, this minifigure is worth a solid $40 online, maybe even closer to $50 at this point. But this is a very cool and very niche minifigure that really only could have come in, I mean, a season 4 set or this Bricktober pack that it came in. I mean, this was a perfect niche character to include in a Bricktober pack. And I love this figure. This is fantastic. One of my favorite details about this minifigure is actually the Nia watch on the wrist. Obviously, like I've mentioned, arm printing is a rare come by in the Ninjago space. And this one just, woo! I love seeing that little bit of arm printing with Nia's watch that she wears in the show. I mean, it's her wristband. It's been seen since season 1, and this is the place where you can get your hands on it. So I love it. I love that little inclusion there, and just that small bit of arm printing really amplifies this minifigure. But this is such a unique and different minifigure that I really love it. I think it's fantastic. Finally, the last minifigure we have to talk about today. Man, it's been fun to do this video. I've been loving doing these different videos, like underrated sets, you know, overlooked minifigures, sets you should never buy, sets you need to buy. I've been having a really fun time making these videos, so I hope you guys were enjoying them. But the last minifigure we got to talk about today is going to be Shark General number 1, the one that's fired out of the volcano from the Ninjago movie line. And man, I love this minifigure. I remember getting this one back in 2017, and I was so hyped. This was one of my most anticipated minifigures of 2017. I remember hunting for this thing with my dad in like Walmart, like, you know, feeling the old minifigure bags, trying to find this dude. This dude is awesome. Once again, when I talk about quality into minifigures, this dude has leg printing like no other. And I mean side leg printing. All the way up to the top, all the way down to the bottom. And I couldn't even find a good picture of it because it's just on the left-hand leg. Because then he has arm printing with the burn and fire marks on his right arm. This minifigure is so good looking, guys. Color scheme, fantastic. The printing and design on this thing is just fantastic. It really is just a 10 out of 10 minifigure. I cannot get enough of this dude. Such a great minifigure. I definitely want to have more in my collection. I know I only have one of this dude, guys. I've only got one of this guy, but he is so freaking cool. So I had to save him for last year. I wanted to save a Ninjago movie one for last because we've had quite a few on this list, and the Ninjago movie did such a good job of making cool and unique minifigures. Here we are at the end of the video. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this one here today. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below and hit the subscribe button with that notification bell on. I'm releasing Ninjago content daily here on YouTube, along with other LEGO content. So if you're a big LEGO fan, make sure to subscribe with that notification bell on. Don't forget to drop a comment. What minifigures do you think are the most overlooked here in the community? Let me know what your favorite minifigures are. Thank you guys for watching here today, and thank you for spending your time here with me. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you later on W Breaks.